I don't think the policy is broken. I feel like the way that they enforce the policy is broken.
Walk us through February 3rd, just a few hours before Super Bowl is about to take place here in Atlanta, and you get pulled over.
I don't even know. I was just driving and I just seen guns and blue light, and then I was in the back of a car and I was gone.
They tell you you're under arrest? Or
Nah, they didn't say nothing. They just said we got savage.
They said we got savage.
Yeah.
Sounds like this was potentially something they set out to do. This would have been targeted and not just a random traffic stop.
It was definitely targeted.
The 26-year-old, whose real name is Shea bin Abraham Joseph, says he came to the U.S. with his mom and brothers when he was 7 years old. At a certain point, 2006, your visa expired.
I didn't know what a visa was. Like, I was 7 when I first came here. I knew I wasn't born here, but I didn't know like what that meant as far as when I transitioned into an adult, how it was going to affect my life. I wasn't hiding it, but it's like I didn't want to get deported, so I'm not going to just come out and be like, hey, by the way, I wasn't born here in the world. His arrest by the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency came just days after the rapper released his music video, A Lot.
How many problems you got? A lot.
You have a line in there where you say, went through some things, but I couldn't imagine my kids stuck at the border.
Right.
Do you feel like you were targeted as a result of that? Basically being critical of the immigration system here?
My lawyers think that.
What do you think?
I don't really know. I can't really say. I think I would see why people would think that, but I really can't say.
The Department of Homeland Security has been aware he's been living here on an expired visa for some time. Back in 2017, he applied to become a lawful permanent resident.
I've been here 20 years, 19 years. This is all I know. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel like you should be arrested and put in a place where a murderer would be for just being in the country for too long.
Tell us about what the detention center was like.
I was like in one room all day.
By yourself?
Yeah.
Do you have that concern now that you might be kicked out?
Yeah, I feel like I've been through so much in my life. Like, I've learned to embrace the times when I'm down because they always build me up.
His 3 children, too young to understand the complexities behind why Daddy was gone for 9 days.
Who the best daddy in the world?
No. What was that moment like yesterday when you got to hug them and see them?
They started jumping me.
On Wednesday, 21 Savage was released on $100,000 bond. There are a lot of people who don't get a bond, who you left still back in the detention center. What's your message to them?
I feel your pain, and I'm going to do everything in my power to try and bring awareness to your pain.